everyone, welcome back to Herky the Cavalier's channel. Today's video is all about grooming, especially for Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, because as you may see, they have a lot of fur and they're all beautiful with all this fur, but it does require a bit of maintenance, especially when they're full grown like Herky here. So I hope this video helps you, and these are just my personal tips and tricks and what I do for them. So Herky today, she just came back from the groomer, so she smells so good and she's so clean. This is what her haircut looks like. I always try to go for something natural. I never want to shave or cut off a lot of fur. So I have specifically asked the groomers for a trim only, and now I've learned my lesson because Herky didn't go to the groomers until she was maybe 1.5 to 2 years old, because the fur just doesn't grow on her at all. So when she started going to the groomers, there's this first groomer that I really didn't like, and the way she cut the hair just really made Herky look a bit fatter. I'll insert some pictures, and I wasn't really happy with the cut itself. But then I found another salon, so they suggested that Cavaliers really need to have natural cuts. So you want to keep the long hair, but just have it groomed and trimmed just a tiny bit so that it looks natural, so nothing over the top, like they don't even touch her ears. I personally don't like to touch the ears because, as you can see, Herky is over 2 years old and this is all she has. Her fur doesn't really grow much around the ears, so I'm trying to let them grow out. But she does have a lot of fur around the front paws, which are called featherings. So I always like to trim around this area because it'll get very fluffy and very hairy. So I have that trimmed a bit. And around the paws here, I have it trimmed once in a while, not all the time, because I don't want it to be too long, and if it gets long, it's just more difficult to groom and to clean the feet. It's actually easier if the paws are a bit shorter here with the fur, but I do really like the look of longer hair on the paws. Here it's called gremlin feet. I think it looks really adorable, so it's up to you once again. As far as the fur here on her chest, some Cavaliers have really long chest hair here, and it definitely depends on how you like it, but personally I do have a little trim around her chest area here, so that's what I asked the groomer as well. As far as under her body here, she usually has a lot of featherings here, so I have that trimmed a little bit. And of course, I'll show you right here around her butt area, I do like to have it shorter so that there's no pee or poo that gets stuck in her fur there. So that's the cut that I asked for. I think she looks great like this, and she still looks like a Cavalier. The fur doesn't look too short, but yet it looks more groomed, it looks maintained, so that's what I personally like. And the reason why I also go to the groomers with her is because now that she actually has real Cavalier fur, it takes forever to blow dry her, so I don't clean her at home anymore because it takes way too long. As for Milton's size, she's still small enough that we can bathe her at home. So we've only had her for a month now, so we showered her once only, and we try to use pet shampoos that are soft on the skin, that are oatmeal based, and we don't do it more than once a month. You can actually use some conditioner too. This is the one that we are using on Milton right now. It's just a moisturizing conditioner, and it's going to make the fur softer. Plus it smells like lavender, which I really enjoy. So this is Milton, as you all know her. So as I mentioned, this is the shampoo that we're currently using on her. It's the aloe and oatmeal shampoo from Vet Solutions. It's a moisturizing and soothing shampoo, and it's soap free, and it's coconut scented, so I really enjoy it. But the trick is just really to take it step by step and really try to positively reinforce bath time. She doesn't like baths at all. She doesn't like the blow dryer, so when I did take her bath and blow dry her, I just constantly have some treats on hand so that she's motivated and that she associates good things to being showered and being blow dried. Also, what I really like to use for grooming purposes is this waterless foaming shampoo, and this is so great. It's a discovery from this summer, and I use it on Herky, especially when she goes to the dog park and she gets really dirty. This is so good. All you need is this and a towel of any kind, and you're going to massage this onto the fur, and then you're going to rub it dry with the towel, and their fur is going to be completely clean. So this I really like. I always have it in my dog bag when I go to the park or when I take them somewhere. So now, as far as grooming, I had mentioned in a previous video what I use as tools for grooming, but I'm going to mention them again because it's the only two tools that I have at home, since I bring Herky to the groomers, and Milton is so small that she doesn't have much fur and she doesn't need much grooming so far, but I just like to get her started and get used to everything because I want her to get used to it as soon as possible at a young age so that I can do it when she's older. So what you want to do to get her used to it usually is always have some treats on hand so that she can associate the brush with positive things. So see, now she's very curious about the brush. She's gonna smell it. So you don't want to go too abruptly with it either. You want her to discover the object, and she is still trying to get used to the brush. See, she's always trying to steer away from it. Good girl, Milton. Good girl. Good girl, Milton. So this is the fur that I use on Herky when I want to get her ears untangled and the feathers on her legs and on her arms. That's what I use. It works really well. Always try to use something that has metal teeth or a small metal comb because I find that something with plastic is actually going to make it more tangled and more staticky. And the second brush I use is this one, and it's like a Furminator. It actually gets rid of the second coat of hair, and this is going to make the coat less thick. It gets rid of the dead hair that's just around in your dog's coat, and I especially like that maybe once a week. You don't want to do it too often because you're going to irritate the skin if you do it too much. Good girl. That works wonders. I love this so much on Herky, and it's my favorite thing. It gets rid of all the fur underneath, and you wouldn't actually imagine how much fur that it gets rid of. I got this one, I think, at Walmart. It's called Furgo Pet, and it's the same thing as a Furminator. It's just smaller, but the Furminator is so much more expensive, so I would suggest something like this. It does the same thing. Another thing is ear care. So as you can see, they have really big and beautiful ears, but they do tend to get smelly because, you know, it flaps over, so smell is going to accumulate and stuff. When they're puppies, you want to get them used to having things in their ears, so you want to do it every few days, and you either want to use a Q-tip, put some of the solution on the Q-tip and clean just the outside of the ear in these areas, or you can also drop a few drops right in the ear canal. You're going to massage it in, and then the dog's going to shake it out. You just want to drop right in the ear like this, and you can just massage it slightly. And then when you're done, she's gonna shake it up. Shake it, shake it, shake it. There you go. Okay, you wanna shake it up? Yeah, good girl, good girl. Okay, and last thing that I wanted to mention regarding grooming is eye care. And it's really important, especially when they're young like this, because I don't know if it's true for every dog, but these two dogs, when they were tearing a lot, it was because they're teething. And as you can see, Milton has a lot of tear stains, and what we use is two different kinds of wipes. We have these, which are called Optics Care eye cleaning wipes, and we got these at the vet. Or you can also use something like this. It's called Earth Bath Ultra Mild Puppy Wipes, and these are extra gentle and wild cherry. You can use it on their paws, the undercoat. It removes dander, drool, discharge, and Klingons from playing with the unknown. I personally prefer the Optics Care because they don't have as harsh of a scent. The cloth is about this big, so I usually fold it in half. Good girl. You just want to gently use it around their eyes, and it's safe enough for the eyes. It actually helps with the smell too, but you just want to clean it as often as you like. Actually, I use it once a day on her. So these are the few tips and tricks that I use. These are the products that I use on Herky and on Milton. I hope this video was helpful for you. Again, this is just my personal tips, so I hope it helped you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other suggestions of video or video recommendations, please leave them down below. I'll do my best to answer. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging out with us. We love you. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye. 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 Yeah.